This is Toasted with Revolution News and Information. Quite a crappy day I'm having, especially when your foot touches ground and it's not supposed to. Through insulation, one of those fall through the attic type of things. But anyway, you know what? This guy has a message, and let's get to that. He wants the message spread. Very important message. So be it. Well, sir, Jameson, Watson, you have just made it to Revolution News and Information, sir. Well, without further ado, here's the video.
Alright, I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. I think I know what is going to happen on the October surprise. I've been going through articles for the past few hours. I'm tired, but I need to get this message out. On October 1st, Obama has already signed through presidential directives and executive orders. They're signing over the control grid to our internet, our servers, and all the controls where they can shut down websites, censor websites, and all this, and they're sending it over to the United Nations. The United Nations are about to gain control of it. Why is this important? The United Nations, they don't follow our Constitution, and once the servers leave the United States of America, the Constitution does not apply to them. We do not have a First Amendment on the internet anymore because our servers aren't tied to our country. They're tied to the United Nations, so they're going to have full control over our internet grid. Okay. Now, what they're going to start doing with this is they're going to start shutting down alternative medias that have been telling the truth about Hillary and telling the truth about Trump. They're going to be the ones that have been supporting Trump, the ones that are, libertarian, Tea Party, conservative, Second Amendment advocates, and, constitutionalists, all these alternative medias and groups. So they're going to start shutting these down en masse. Now, it won't be like October 1st hits and then boom, they all go away. It's going to be October 1st hits and, nothing's going to happen because everybody's going to be waiting for it like, oh, the conspiracy theorists were wrong again. And then boom, one site's going to go down. And then, they're only going to do one at a time or two at a time or however many. They'll call it a glitch or something, and then 3 days later people will forget about it because they have been building a map of the human brain and how it works, and they've realized that by doing certain things they can bring our attention span down, which they have. Our attention span has gone from being fully conscious and aware and remembering things to we only give a shit about something for 3 days and then we forget about it and we go on to the next trend or the next viral video or what football team won this time. That's how they skewer our attention span. So what they're going to do is they're going to knock down a website. 3 days later, after we don't give a shit anymore, they're going to knock another one down, wait about a week, knock another one down, and they're going to keep doing this. So they're probably going to start with like Breitbart, and they're going to hit InfoWars, and then they're going to eventually move on to Drudge Report. This is very important because this is the way that we have been getting our information, and this will funnel it all back to the mainstream media where we'll be getting regurgitated bullshit. Now, that being said, this is happening on the 1st of October. It's already confirmed. The president's already come out and talked about it. So this is happening on the 1st. Now, the next important thing that is going to link to this and tie into this is the United Nations are now going to be looking over our elections. Okay, they said that they're sending over dozens of United Nations officials to oversee the elections. Now, first of all, this is completely illegal because that goes completely against our sovereignty. We are a sovereign country, and the United Nations has no business even getting involved in our elections. Okay? We decide that, and we watch it, and we call it, not the United Nations. Now, what they're going to do is, we already know that 12 of these so far, have been Clinton donors. They have given money to the Clinton Foundation or her campaign. Now, this is 12 so far. Okay, this information hasn't been out that long. Now, the UN has done this before, but it's only been a little minor. They've sent like 2 or 3 over just to say, show face. But it's all been a way to say that when they do it this time, they can be like, oh, we did it last time, and it was okay. So that's what this is. Now, the UN is the big picture. Okay, this is what you need to understand. The United Nations have been training with our government over the course of its entire existence, okay? And thanks to Hillary Clinton and her emails, they know how to run all of our systems. They know how to run our ships. They know how to run our aircraft. They know how to run our jets and our helicopters. They know all of our weapon systems. They know how to control all of them. And they've been training in our jobs. So whatever our rate is or whatever our MOS is, they know that rate or MOS. They know how to do that job. So they are going to be just boom, ready to take it over because they know that the American people are not going to fight a war against the American people. Okay, this is the big deal. They're coming in. They're going to bring these in. And if Hillary, if the censor of the First Amendment doesn't work to where the perception towards Hillary doesn't change and Trump is still winning in a landslide, they're going to burn the whole system down. There's not going to be an election. They're going to burn the whole system down. They're not going to go through with it. Now they've already built a blueprint on how to do this in the Middle East and over in Kiev and Crimea and all that. That whole event was a blueprint. They sent money down there. George Soros funded the overthrow of the elected government over there. And they funded the opposition, gave them weapons, and sat back on their notepads taking notes. How did they meet? How did the rebel forces get information? How did they send information out? How did they take over certain buildings? What tactics did they use? Okay, these are all things that they've been building blueprints on, and they've been doing it in all the countries in the Middle East. They've been overthrowing countries left and right. They will install somebody, kill them, and then install a dictator to overthrow the country and watch how the civil war unfolds, so that they can take notes and so that they can take those notes and apply it to us when we do it. This is, I believe, what is about to happen, and I have never been so sure of anything in my life. But all these articles and these chain of events that I'm reading and I'm seeing is all a blueprint to me on exactly what their plan is. So get this message out. Hopefully I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Get this message out. Send it. We can stop this, but we have to have mass consciousness and awareness. We have to all open our eyes and see what fraud this whole thing is. And they are willing to burn this whole place down to get what they want. Thanks.